Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy PaddaKillz here. I am back with the brand new NHL 19 rebuild video. We did the Canucks, now I'm doing the Hawks, my favorite team in the league. So obviously, it's gonna be a pretty sick rebuild. The Hawks they're not that bad. I mean, they're right now they're last in the Central Division, but they're actually not that bad. They're actually a really good team. I feel like they could have made the playoffs this year if we start off the season better. Like we did, we started off the season like 6-2, and then we just completely just went awful in like November and December. Then we started to pick it up again. Obviously, I'm hoping we get a good draft pick. But obviously doing the Hawks rebuild. My favorite team in the league, we did the Canucks. So obviously, we're gonna do a full sim. Injuries are gonna be off, and I'll see you guys when I'm in it. Alright guys, so we got the settings in. Obviously, Chicago is a very, very interesting team. You look at the Hawks, they got some bad contracts. I mean, Patrick Kane is playing really good hockey right now. In my opinion, I'm obviously this is biased. I definitely think Patrick Kane is the third best player in the league. Right now, I gotta say it's Kucherov, Kane, and then McDavid. Those are my top 3 players right now in the league. I mean, there's so many good players in the NHL. Like, there's so many underrated players. Like, I feel like Leon Draisaitl doesn't get the love he deserves. I mean, this guy literally, I think he has like 45 goals or something like that. He's having a crazy year, and he doesn't really get the respect he deserves. I mean, people are always going to point out McDavid, but Draisaitl is having a hell of a season. So, interesting team is Chicago. I mean, obviously, this team's got some bad contracts. We got Brendan Saad, who is not that bad in this game. They have him at a medium elite potential, so he can grow. We have Taves here. We have Patrick Kane. So, really, Taves right now, he's playing really good hockey, but obviously, you know, he's getting paid a lot of money, $10 million. Hopefully, he puts up maybe 70 points. And obviously, Patrick Kane. We got Dominic Cahoon, DeBrincat, Pirellini. So I'm gonna actually put Strome. I think I'm gonna put Strome on the center of this line. So we're gonna have Strome, DeBrincat, Cahoon. I'm gonna have Pirellini, Anisimov. I'm gonna put Drake Kahuja on the third line just because he can grow. We got Kruger, Hayden, and Kunitz. And then for the defense is where things get not that good. I made Eric Gustafson. I bumped him up 2 overalls just because, in my opinion, it's not fair to him. He's having a really good season for Hawks offensively. So I think he deserves to be 82 overall. And we got him and Duncan Keith at that first pairing. We got Murphy, who Murphy in this game has top 4D medium potential. He's 25, so he has about 2 years to grow. This might be his year to grow. He's getting paid $3.8 million for 4 years. So I'm going to probably look to trade Murphy. And we got Seabrook, who I don't think we're going to be able to trade Seabrook. I mean, he's getting paid $7 million. We're probably going to have to buy him out. And then we also got Carl Dastrom and Kahunik. And goalies, Corey Crawford, 87 overall. And we have Cam Ward. So I'm going to show you guys the AHL team. AHL team is honestly not that bad. Victor Esno's interesting. Maybe he can grow into something, but the team doesn't have like a stellar prospect on offensively, but defensively, we obviously have Henry Hukararu, who I'm actually going to call up. I definitely think he should be playing in the NHL. He's an 81 overall. He should be playing in the NHL. So I'm going to basically go make that roster move right now. Alright, guys. I have basically called up what's his name? Hukararu. Obviously, I'm choosing who I want to start. Kolka's 24, or we can go with 23. Carl, I'm probably just gonna, honestly, I'm just gonna substitute him and put in obviously Henry Hukararu, who's a great defenseman. I'm gonna give him literally second line of minutes, with Murphy, and then have Seabrook going the third pairing. Obviously I have to go to the AHL. We gotta change the AHL lines up a bit. I guess I'll put Forsling here. I decided to bring down Forsling, even though he's a 76. Okay, well, Forsling right now, he's a 22 top 6D medium. Sure, he'll be something, but right now he's just not NHL ready. He's just not NHL ready right now, which obviously is not his fault. Okay, I'm just gonna go best lines here in the AHL. Doesn't really matter that much. You know, obviously I'm gonna go and try to see if I can dump some contracts and also sign some free agents. But first off, I'm gonna go see if I can dump some contracts. Alright guys, before I do make some trades, I want to show you guys the value of everyone. Patrick Kane, DeBrincat, Strome, Boquist, Taves, Keith, Sod, Henry Hukra, Perlini. We do have a good defensive prospect, Nick Beoden. So we have some good defensive prospect. Another good defensive prospect we do have is Adam Boquist, who's actually 74 right now, playing junior. So hopefully he's NHL ready next year for us, which is going to be really good for us. But obviously, I'm looking to trade some bad contracts right away. And I could be looking to trade Anisimov because he's getting paid 4.5 million for 3 years. That kind of money should be playing to a second lander. So I will be back. Alright guys, I'm making a trade. I'm going to be trading away Dylan Sekera, who, sure, Dylan Sekera is 23 years old. I don't think he's going to really turn out to be anything. I'm trading a fourth and a next year's second for Sam Steele, who is a pretty good prospect. He can grow something big for us. I'm going to see if they do accept this. Trade accepted. We just fleeced Anaheim. We got younger, and I obviously like our roster even more now. Alright guys, we're back here making another big trade, or hopefully making a big trade. I'm going to be trading Anisimov. I mean, he's getting paid about almost $5 million for, at best, a third liner who's 81 overall. And also I'm going to be trading away Nick Beoden just because, like, I give them a young prospect. I'm going to try to get Fleury, who's an 80 overall, low elite. He can be something for us. Definitely could be a move for the future. I'm also thinking about a third round pick because obviously the value is on our side. And obviously trade has been accepted. Now I want to see if I can get something more from them. Maybe can I get a second and I'll take away the third. I'll see if I get a second. And trade is still accepted. So I'm going to see if I can add more. Will you give me a second and a fourth for this trade? Let's see. And they still do it. So obviously I made this trade. We've literally, I don't know, okay, we made a big robbery. I like this for us. It's definitely going to help us become a better team. And I'll show you guys a new lineup. Alright, guys, so looking at our lineups right now, Fleury, I want to give Fleury maybe, like, I mean, Fleury's 22. I want to give him top 4 minutes, but we're obviously, like, Brent Seabrook. Like, we give Fleury top 4 minutes. I want to give Murphy some top 4 minutes, but I feel like Murphy, Seabrook, Fleury, and then Henry Hukarawa is going to really make our defensive core. It's not the best, but it's really future. Like, I want to see if Henry Hukarawa can grow and Fleury. And I'm probably going to trade Murphy at the deadline. But looking at our offense, I have to trade away Koke or make a play in the AHL because we need an extra 4. But I like that trade. Obviously, it makes our team weaker for now. Alright, guys, I'm trying to make another trade right now. I'm working with the Canucks. They want Connor Murphy, who Connor Murphy means an 80 overall, getting paid about $4 million. I want to try to get younger on D because we're getting Troy Stetcher, who's 24. I think he's a year younger, but also he's getting paid a really good contract. I'm trying to bring in a third-round pick, which could be much. Let's go one for one. They accept that deal, so I'm going to see if I can maybe add a third rounder. Maybe a third rounder is much. Well, they accept a third rounder, and they reject it. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get some draft picks because give me your fourth, and instead I think they might reject. They accepted it one for one. I'll take a sixth. Ottawa sixth and this, and trade has been accepted. And that is the final trade I'm going to make. Alright guys, got a very interesting offer right now from the Leafs. They want to give me a 2019 second round pick, which is honestly not that bad. They want to I have to give up a third and fourth, and I have to give up Kruger, who, I mean, Marcus Kruger is what? He is in 78 overall. I would do this, but I'm just not going to do this. Alright, guys. So, obviously, we're sitting to the trade deadline. A lot of people ask me who I think won the trade. Like, I know the Arizona Coyotes just locked up Schmaltz for, like, I think it's $5.8 million contract for, like, the next 7 years. People ask me who won the trade. I love Nick Schmaltz. I loved him. I think he's a great player. But when he was in Chicago, he just wasn't doing good. I don't know why, but just in Chicago, he was kind of having a disappointing year because, like, all of us as Hawks fans, we wanted him, especially playing with Kane, wanted him to maybe, like, do better. He wasn't. So we made the trade. And Dylan Strome has been great for us. Him and DeBrincat have great chemistry. And honestly, Brandon Pierlini has been all right for us. So I definitely think the Hawks won the trade. So hell no, I'm not claiming this. But obviously we're leading up to the trade deadline right now. Our record is honestly not that good. I kind of want our record to be a bit worse. I want to have like the best odds getting good pick. And oh my god, we just got. Oh yeah, I'm accepting this deal. I'm accepting this deal. So you want to take Brett Seabrook? Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm pressing that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my, how dumb can Minnesota possibly be? How dumb can Minnesota be? I am so excited. We literally just got rid of Brent Seabrook's terrible contract. So yeah, I gotta change up the lineups. I'll be back. All right. So this is currently the lineup offensively. Obviously, we still have the top six remains the same. The bottom six, Samson, I called him up, decided to, you know what, let's just play him in the NHL. Let's give him his minutes. Strome has jumped up in overall, which is beautiful. Pierlini, I think, has jumped up too. Maybe not, but I'm not sure. Defense is definitely the new change. I'm really hoping for maybe a jump for Fleury. I mean, I'm giving Fleury a lot of minutes. I really hope he jumps. So we have Fleury, Keith, Hukuraju. I think we're playing these guys some big minutes. Troy Stecher and Coco. Obviously, Crawford. I still can't believe that trade went through, to be honest with you. I also want to show you guys what I have right now on the trading block. Just salary cap wise. I currently have Duncan Keith because he's got 5 years of a $5.5 million contract. We're doing these rebuilds for 3 years, but like you literally never know. Like you never know how bad he potentially. All right, guys. So obviously I have Duncan Keith and Brian Son on the block right now, and we're going to the NHL draft. Man, so obviously right now we definitely don't have a high pick. I want to kind of get into the top 3-ish. I want to get Capo Caco. Obviously, in real life, Chicago got the number 3 pick. I want to see if I can trade up with any team. Maybe if I can call. I mean, we have the 7th pick. I want to see, like, again, I think we're going to simulate the first 3 picks because sometimes. Okay, oh my God, Jack Hughes didn't go number 1. He went number 2. So number 3, Detroit. All right, guys, I'm here with Edmonton Oilers, and I just got the number 5th overall pick, the 5th overall pick, because Capo Caco did not get drafted, and I decided, you know what? I'm risking it all. We can go with Bowen Byram, who's great, but I'm going to go with Capo Caco right now. I've never got him in any of these NHL rebuilds, so I'm definitely excited for that, which is amazing. So I'm going to see who Edmonton took. Oh, Edmonton messed up. I don't know why Edmonton took him. Edmonton really messed up on that pick, but obviously we're going to the second round right now. I mean, in NHL 19, dude, draft picks, you can literally make such a stacked team. All these guys that I'm drafting can use them later in trades. So I got a bunch of these gems. I might pick them up later. So I'm just gonna be picking up all these guys so I can use them in trade bait for the future. But there's some really good players. Binnington, we all know Jordan Binnington in real life. Is this his brother Brandon Binnington? But obviously, I'm probably just gonna go with the best player available in Clayton Murphy. I'm probably just gonna go Murphy. Pick him. He's guaranteed to be elite. I don't know. McMichael, I've seen him in people's rebuilds. They're pretty good. But I think I'm personally just going to lean over to Clayton Murphy. And yeah, that was a really good pick by us. And we're just going to keep on picking here. All right, we're going to our third round pick, man. Again, this is where I'm probably sure to take up the gems. There's some really good gems in this, I would say, this draft. So this is where I'm going to just start to pick them up. All right, so Simon Holmstrom, another gem. I'm definitely picking him up. I think I'm going to go with Binnington just because the name Binnington. I mean, Jordan Binnington in real life with the Blues, he's been so flipping good. I mean, it's just been unbelievable how good he's been. And I personally, okay, I think we'll go with Igor. I don't know. I'll see you guys in our next draft. I think we should finish up the draft very soon. So, I'm going to see if I can get the Buffalo Sabres third round pick. I really want to pick up these gems because, again, I'm telling you guys, man, picks this year are really good. So Toronto, okay, Alright guys, I'm here. I'm making a trade offer for Mitch Marner because he's currently an RFA. I feel like Mitch Marner would be a beast on our team, and they accept this trade, which means our team next year is going to be stacked. Alright, so obviously look at our defensive core. I'm trading away Koke and Stroy Stetcher. I'm going to probably trade them for Carolina for maybe a draft pick because we have way too many defensemen. I just don't really feel like, I don't really want to, again, I'll kind of make this kind of realistic. I feel like Troy Stetcher, I don't want to be one of those GMs that's just going to bench Troy Stetcher. I'm going to trade him, let him play in Carolina. I don't want him just sitting on the bench just watching. Alright guys, this is our new lineup. Alex DeBrincat, who's been a stud. Jonathan Toews, Patty Kane. Our second line, Mitch Marner, Dylan Strome, who's 1 year left. We've got a bunch of 1 year guys left on this deal. Dominic Cahoon, really good. He's also got a 1 year left, I'm pretty sure, on his deal. Jason Palmanville, Joe Thornton, Brandon Pierlini. That depth, Kako on the fourth line, Kajula, and Vanek. Defense, Dzeno Chara, Dougie Hamilton, which is crazy. Henny Hukararu. Then obviously with him, Hayden Fleury. Eric Gustafson, and obviously Anton Stroman. I obviously traded away Duncan Keith, everyone, and we still got Corey Crawford in net with Ryan Miller backing him up. I did a bunch of trades. I got literally got rid of a lot of our cap, so we're definitely going into the season really good. I definitely think this is the year we win the Stanley Cup, man. I definitely think looking at our team on paper, I mean, our team is just too flipping good. There's just no way we won't win the cup. I feel like we deserve it for everything this team has been through. Alright guys, I picked up Mike Hoffman in a trade, and that just upgraded our lineup even more now. I decided to put Kako in the AHL, so we called up Sam Steele. We have a sick team again. Man, oh man, this team is good. I mean, adding Mike Hoffman, I feel like if we don't win the Stanley Cup this year, it's really going to be a bust. Alright guys, we finished first in the entire league. Look at that record. Patrick Kane, 88 points. We literally finished first in the entire league. This has to be our season to win it all. Just looking at our record, man, it's just too good. It is really too good, man. All right, so obviously DeBrincat had a really good year. Joe Thornton, man, look at Joe Thornton playing third line minute. Jumbo Joe, 59 points for Toews, 50 for, I mean, Mitch Marner definitely struggled this year. He didn't put up that many points, but again, I'm kind of fine with it. I really don't care about the regular season. I can care less. I just want to go in and win a cup. Mike Hoffman. I mean, just looking at our forward group, we just have so much depth. Dylan Strome is up to an 85. Strome's been great. Dougie, Eric Gustafson, like literally our offensive core is great. Defensive core is amazing. Corey Crawford's honestly a really good goaltender. So obviously I feel like right now this is not one of the hardest teams to rebuild. Like Chicago is a pretty easy team to rebuild. All you gotta do is just get rid of the bad contracts like Duncan Keith, Brent Seabrook, Brand Sod, and you can literally make a pretty sick team. Obviously in the entire league, first was Tyler Seguin. Patrick Kane came fourth behind Brock Besser. Brock Besser had a hell of a season. Patrick Kane was fourth. McDavid is up there, same with Draisaitl. I feel like I might do Edmonton next for my rebuilds. It's just for rebuilds, they're so hard to edit. Like, I feel like they're just so hard to edit. But obviously, we're going to go into the playoffs, and I have no clue who we're going to be facing. So, hopefully, you know, we verse someone easy. And, okay, we're versing Calgary. That actually might be a difficult matchup, is the Calgary Flames. Alright, guys, so my recording definitely stopped, but we're in the Stanley Cup Finals, and we win the Stanley Cup. So, obviously, my recording messed up. We versed Calgary in the first round. We beat them in 7 games. We beat Winnipeg in 7. We beat Edmonton, I think, in 6, but... You know, again, my recording messed up. My apologies for that, man. Just that's the thing. These rebuilds are so hard that like my recordings mess up a lot. But obviously, we beat Toronto in the Stanley Cup Finals, and we win the Stanley Cup. Man, I hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun rebuilding my favorite team, the Chicago Blackhawks. I definitely had a ton of fun doing this rebuild. Again, we win the Stanley Cup. Obviously, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below who I should rebuild next. I'm thinking of maybe doing Edmonton. I feel like at Edmonton, they're kind of in a big hole. I don't know. I was also thinking Tampa Bay because they got swept. But obviously here, the draft lords, I don't care that much. I'm just going to show you guys the the awards and stuff. So again, we do win the Stanley Cup. A hell of a season for us. I mean, look at our forward group and our defensive group. This is probably one of the greatest NHL teams of all time. I mean, not record-wise, but just looking at the team, we definitely had one of the amazingest seasons of all time, which I'm definitely proud of. So we had a really good season, and you know, that's what I like to see, man. I like to see that I'm winning some games here. Obviously, I want to show you guys all of the awards and all that fun stuff. All right, guys. You guys obviously know, man. I love my Hawks. So, looking at the awards, obviously we won the Stanley Cup. We also won the President's Trophy and the Clarence Campbell. Obviously looking at player was Art Ross to Tyler Seguin and the Hart, Riley with Norris, Lady Bing to Kane, Vaseline, Mitch Marner with the Conn Smythe. So that trade was really good for us. Mitch Marner played amazing in the postseason. Vezina to Corey Crawford, and the Willie Man Jennings, Mashton to Ekholm, Bergeron to Selke, 10 Lizzie to Sagan, and obviously Richard Rocker to Kane. So it was a pretty big year for Tyler Seguin. He won a bunch of awards, but he did not win that final award, which is Stanley Cup. So this is where I'm going to show you guys the playoff stats. Obviously, 31 points for Patrick Kane. Had a hell of a playoff run. Really good playoff run for Kane. I mean, he always shows up. 30 for Mitch Marner. So that trade was really good. 26 for DeBrincat, 20 for Strome, 15 for Hamilton, 14 for Cahoon, 12 for Gustafson, 11 for Taves, 10 for Pirellini, 8 for Palmerville, and those are the rest of the guys. Hoffman, 5 points. Was kind of disappointing. If I did do another season, which I ended up doing. I did do another season on this. But obviously Hoffman right there. So hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.